Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing JESKAI Control in Mythic Standard. This deck is hot, baby. Brought the heat. I had a super fun time playing this deck, and yeah, it's pretty strong too. So, first and foremost, we are a Planeswalker deck with 4 copies of Sunfall on top. This is my sweeper of choice right now. 5 mana, exile all creatures, and then you incubate X, where X is the number of creatures exiled this way. That means you sweep the board. Exile is sometimes relevant against things like underdogs, and then you're left over with a 2 mana 5/5, 2 mana 10/10, 2 mana 20/20, depends what's going on the board, but both gives you a way to block creatures pretty well on the way back against aggro opponents. If it is a 5/5, there are not many aggro decks that have something as big or bigger than a 5/5. It's got to be an Adeline, basically. And then if you swept the board, it takes a while to get Adeline that big. So that's a significant blocker. And then against control, it gives you a way to win the game from there as well. So that's sweet. I don't need to run anything higher than that. Not running any 6 drops, not running the Eternal Wanderer or anything more expensive like that. I think 5 copies of Sunfall as kind of that final sweep the board and win con is pretty good. 4 copies of the Emperor, removal of choice, -2, exile, gain some life, all that's valuable. Jace is also critical. Wandering Emperor and Jace are kind of the clutch Planeswalker package here. Jace being able to come down on 3, sit around, draw your cards, defend itself, all that's pretty good. Also acts doubly as the win con. You can -X to mail the opponent out, and with Soul Partition, you can bounce Jace back to your own hand to redo that as well. Then the rest of the deck, we're just trying to stall and clog the board. Wedding Announcement serves well as the board clogging effect. And then last, a little cheap removal here. 4 copies of Voltage Surge is probably the least effective card in the deck, right? There aren't a lot of artifacts. We're not running the 2 mana 2/1 is it card that pumps out a bunch of artifact creature tokens. That's not this deck. It is at instant speed, which plays pretty well with the Celestis. If you're trying to flip back between night and day, you can do nothing on your turn, Voltage Surge on the opponent's turn. Plays well with the Wandering Emperor flashed in, the Union of the Third Path flashed in. You could drop 2 copies of this and run Strangle, because Strangle does hit a bit harder at 3 damage, but instant speed is quite nice. We're running some interesting tech like Sacred Fire. 2 mana instant, deal 2 damage to any target, and you gain 2 life, and then you can flash it back for 6. This is very specifically tech against mono red, which is something like 15 or 16% of the meta in Mythic. So turn 2, you pick off their 2 mana 2/2 hasty creature, gain 2 life, that's huge. And then turn 6, let's say you sweep the board and you're down to a couple life, and they of course, top deck their bullshitty top deck thing. But it's pretty reasonable you flash this back for 6 and then pick off their top deck and gain 2 life. That is significant. So I like this as tech against mono red. Sunset Reverie is similar, although it has a little more flexibility in the control mirror, because you can basically just cycle it and draw a card if you have fewer cards than the opponent. Yeah, so both these are pretty solid. Fires of Victory, great removal early. Given the draw power in the deck, this can also be a powerhouse late. You could get this even up to 7 cards total in hand after the kicker to pick off something as big as an Atraxa or a Titan of Industry. To make Spears to have some counter spells in there against control mirrors, for that critical turn 4, 5, 6 type stuff. Yeah, let's see. That's pretty much the deck. We also have once Fairy and once Healy in here, mostly because I like Planeswalkers and I think they're fun. I think realistically, if you trim these for 2 copies of Deluge, you might be a bit happier, be a bit more consistent on hitting your Sunfall on time. But it is sweet to have more Planeswalkers out when you Sunfall, so when you sweep, it's just extra devastating given that you're left over with all their Planeswalkers, plus a 2 mana 5/5 and your opponent has nothing. Had a lot of fun today. If you want to support the channel, just watch the whole video to the end and join the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, we can definitely keep this. Fast land to start. Maybe enchantments here. We could Soul Partition. No need to Sunset Reverie yet. Might get some nice blockers out of it. Kami. It's not a bad partition target. Just let Jace sit there and chill for a while without any pressure. Okay, another fast land. Yeah, I think we just get Jace cooking. We can mill more Kamis for them, which isn't great. Yeah, I think we can mill ourselves, actually. I think that's fine. Celestis and Wedding Announcement gone. More land's good, though. Alright, there's the next Kami. We have the Emperor ready to go, though. Not that they're particularly going to want to attack into this. I guess if they're not going to, they could still attack if they pump it up with something. Okay, it makes it a little bit bigger. All right, we'll still flash in the Emperor here. Make a Samurai. It's not a bad Sunset Revelry turn. Get all the modes. Sacred Fire. Okay, that's interesting. Probably just gonna wedding announcement though. Keep plussing on you. And I think another blocker's fine. Attack with Vigilance. They take the free block, but might as well. Okay, not a bad board. Naturalist, we do need to get rid of that soon. Could Sacred Fire it. Celestis, I do want to draw. Maybe we'll mill them this time. How useful is the third Kami in the graveyard? Let's start with the draw. More land for us. This is fine. We can actually attack with that this turn. They block. It's pretty weird. Is it better than taking out the Naturalist? I mean, we've already committed, I guess. Alright, you're down. We can pick off the Naturalist another turn. Okay. It's a visitor first. Let's see if the ramp hurts us this turn. Another companion for cheap. Okay, they get you out of Sacred Fire range. And a Weaver as well. Copying an Ossify to pick off both Planeswalkers would be a huge issue. So that might have to be the Sacred Fire target. More land. We could do nothing flip to Nightside intentionally. Shrink you. First strike here still isn't bad. I don't think they really want to block this thing. I think we're fine here. I think we're going to pick off the Weaver on their turn. Okay. Another creature, pass to their turn. Flip to Nightside, resolve this, take the action. Back up Jace, so we could be looking at a mill win here. And let's go ahead and pick off the Weaver before they can copy things. So that 42 cards. I do think we start to think about milling here. They only have 5 in the graveyard though. Another visitor. We also have plenty of sweepers in the deck. Calyx. That'll be an issue soon. Okay, they make a 5/5. Teachings as well. It's okay, we can chump block for ages. Eventually we'll hit Sunfall as well. Coming back to the hand, do nothing, take the action. Bin the land. Saheeli. Interesting. I think we're looking for the sweeper here at this point. So we can start with a draw. Revelry isn't bad. If we can get in low enough cards. I guess we'll Jace next. Full price is fine. Keep milling the opponent. Ganjo is interesting. Maybe Saheeli as well here. Okay. I think we're just hanging back looking for the sweeper. Don't think we need to attack here. Eventually they'll get Trample, they'll get an Audacity, and that'll be a little bit more annoying. Glorious Sunrise, what does that do? +1 and Trample until end of turn. Okay, that's actually quite annoying. Don't think anyone runs this card. Okay, let's see the Trample. We still have a lot of blockers though. Do nothing. Sacred Fire is not bad. We just pick off Calyx here. If we do nothing, we flip to Nightside. We can begin by drawing, though. How many cards do they have here? 13, yeah. Let's start with a draw. Plus here. To the bottom. Still no sweeper. Surprising. This is fine still. Land is okay. I think do nothing, flip to Nightside. Take the action. More land. Okay, Binu. Sacred Fire the Calyx. That might have a backup, but that's okay. There's the next Calyx. We can immediately Sacred Fire it. Okay. It's a big board. Michiko. Okay, you give something Trample with that. That's a huge issue. Okay, you want to do this before it resolves. So we'll pick off Calyx again here. 32 cards in deck. We're just looking for the sweeper. But it's about to be an absolutely massive Trampler now. 13-13. Okay, let's see the Trample. Really draw the card. Alright, they're just giving us time to draw into sweeper still. Okay, Kami returns. Take the action. It's not a sweeper. I think we'll still pin the land here. Still not a sweeper. Merrick's is a good win con, though. Okay, plusing is fine. Let's start here. Show me the sweeper. Waiting announcement is good, but that's not what we're looking for right now. So we'll keep going. Not a sweeper. Very ridiculous. Okay. Get you a little bit smaller. Spread out the love a little bit. 2-0 flips the Celestis. That's fine with me. Can also manually flip here. Then we have to double spell. Which could also be fine. Not a sweeper. Okay. Yeah, we'll surge 1 just to get our hand count low. Pick off this enchantment is okay with me. Submit 0. And then Revelry under to draw a card. Not a sweeper. Okay. Well, we'll hit Sunfalls eventually. Flip again. 26 cards. There's the sweeper. Okay, great. Aganjos probably can go here. Alright, so next turn we sweep. This turn we hopefully keep all our planeswalkers. We'll see if they finally Michiko trample. We hope they deploy all the Kamis here, and we just exile them all. It's about to be a big naturalist, though. Let's see what we got. It's a 12-12. Let's see if they finally give everything trample. We still have a lot of blockers. Alright, good. Deploy it all. Good. Deploy it all. Great. Deploy it all. Now's the trample time? Nope, they're still drawing. I think that's game right there. Technically, we can attack first with the 2/2/2s. I think that's okay with me. I don't think we need to scry. I think we'll just make the backup attackers to start going for lethal. So we'll do this before combat. And sending everyone else probably seems like a net loss. They get the 7 life and... it's close. I don't need to give them any more life. No need to belabor the point. They take it. We then Sunfall. Get an absolutely massive 20/20 creature. We can power that up on their turn, I suppose. I guess we could have done this part before combat. Plus onto no one. Okay. And just chill here. Make the 20/20 on their turn. So it dodges an Ossify. Okay. Do we care? I don't think so. We're about to make a 20/20, so none of this matters. We'll go ahead and kick you to take the draw. We're still good on cards, yeah? And maybe the Kami goes here. And yeah, I guess we can Voltage Surge you as well. And if we can pick off this last attacker, then we can just send the 20/20 in. Okay, I think we can probably hit removal here. We'll see. Yep, there's removal. It's mid-zero. And make it 20/20. Activate ability. Okay, swing for lethal. It took a while to hit that Sunfall, but since we were able to clog the board for so long, we just sat there until we could win. On the play with fires, I like that. Augury is really a late game card, but with 2 planeswalkers in hand, it's not awful. Fast land here. Have to go Sekenzan on 2 to get fires ready. Hall says Jund. Probably some 5-color action. I don't mind taking a point of life. We might hold on to the Augury. If they are in fact 5-color Atraxa, we got some bigger issues. Yeah, I think they are. So we can just drop our 3-drop here. I don't think we need to Augury into anything right now. Okay. Here comes Jace. Mill the opponent a bit, draw a card. There's one Atraxa and an Archangel. Archangel's pretty good at picking off the planeswalkers. Ossify. Take the Jace. We don't have a good answer to enchantments, so Jace is just gone. Otawara could actually be useful, so I think we play out Sekenzan here. Maybe Wedding Announcement. We don't have double white for the Emperor anyway. Okay. So they're going to run Sunfall too. I think this is going to be a pretty tough matchup. I think we really need those Make Spears in hand for the crucial turns. Yeah, that's tough. No Make Spear. Okay, ramp really hard. The next Jace. Probably play you out and draw. Actually, I guess we don't want to do that. We only have 1 white, though. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, let's see what we can draw into. Alright, nothing great. Could Augury to get Jace ready for the next draw, though. Okay. Herd Migration. Okay, I mean, we'll have Sunfall of our own. But we're going to need to handle this, so we'll take the draw here. We're looking for Sunfall. We get it. We don't have double white, though. But we still have to take it. We still have to take it and hope we can get white somewhere else. Do we want this to level up? I don't think we need that to. I think we'd like to get a draw if we can. It's not a white source. I think we have to minus the Jace and hit the white source. It's not the end of the world, but we might as well. Okay, keep milling the opponent out. Another migration, their own Sunfall, a breach. We hit the white source. That's quite nice. If we attack here first, then we do get to draw off the Wedding Announcement, so we'll go ahead and do that. No problem. Here comes Sunfall. Okay. We get to draw. The game goes on. It's still going to be tough. I'm not sure I don't think we're favored still. Hardcast Atraxa. We're 1 short of fires being big enough. And thing has vigilance, so we cannot just Emperor it. Maybe we can fires and Voltage Surge. There's the next Sunfall. That's one way to handle it. So Voltage and Fires does do it. Actually, just Fires alone does it, right? Yeah, just Fires alone does it. They don't run Protection. They could run an A Negate, for example, so we can just do this now, I think. Okay, kick you. You're dead. Auto pay. That's 7 cards. We'll play land for turn. Could potentially power up the 5/5. The game goes on. Here comes a Titan. Okay. Let's see if they destroy the enchantment, maybe? Okay, they pick you off. That's okay. We could Sunfall again, though we don't have to immediately. Teferi. We're a little bit short to Teferi and Sunfall, aren't we? We could use this turn to get the Emperor down. Maybe exile the Titan. Sunfall next turn or something. Let's see what else they want to deploy. Two attackers. Let's see where they go. I think we let this go. Yeah, I think we totally let this go. We plan to Sunfall next turn. No blocks. You got it. They don't have an indestructible counter. Oh, they went face. I missed that. That's okay. I thought they went both there. I don't think it changed what I would have done. Okay, they got you. We're ready to Sunfall you, though. Great. They have 2 mana open. Okay, yeah, we'll flash in the Emperor here, and we're happy if they counter it for sure. They think about it a little bit. I mean, they could have the negates. Not everyone runs negate in this. One advantage of minusing is we do get to keep drawing, which I do kind of like. They don't necessarily have... I mean, they could have stick for any number of reasons. Soul Partition, not bad. So I think we attack here first, and then Sunfall after the fact. Still have 2 mana open. Okay, they should recognize this pattern. Okay, they eat 3, which is kind of weird. And if this fails, we're going to be really sad. It's totally good. They could have Make Spirit or Negates, but not everyone has space for that in the deck. Nope. Okay. Not bad. Make another attacker. Once again, the game goes on. Now we got a 9/9 ready to go. Things are actually looking a little bit dicey for the opponent. Nope, they have an answer again. Bosiju and whatever the Titan was had picked off both these guys. I don't think we have a basic land type, actually. Yeah, we don't have it. Nope, sad. That's okay. Okay. Do we learn? There's the next Atraxa. We have more fires ready. Yeah, they have Sunfalls, they have Archangels. We don't know how many. I don't think they run counterspells, so they haven't gotten it yet. Ooh, they have a Tali. Oh god. And Atraxa. Ooh, and Ossify. Okay. Yeah, game goes on for sure. It's about to get a lot tougher. Ossify, okay. We'd love to hit a Make Disappear here. I don't know if it's enough with how much mana they have at this point. Soul Partition's okay. Soul Partition can be used to get our own thing back from Atali. This thing doesn't have haste, right? Just trample? Yeah, okay. More land for us. We can fires you. I don't think we're worried about the counter at this point, but this is still okay. We can get in for damage, I guess. Kick you. Keep drawing. 36 cards left. Nothing you want to play for 3 mana, so we can get this fast land down. And alright, bring him down from 16 to 13. We're going for it. When it enters the battlefield. Yeah, he enters the battlefield, so they get the thing. We can soul partition whatever it is back to our own hand, though. Or to our own exile pile. What do we got here? An Emperor. Leyline Binding, alright. That's okay, take the 4/4. They take our own wedding announcement, that's too bad. Target non-land permanent, alright, I guess we can grab that as well. Is that worth it? I think so. I think that is worth it, actually. Before they get to end step, we'll just nab the value. The next Sunfall. They say nice. Yeah, thank you. I think it's nice too. I think we just Emperor this next thing. Plenty of mana to do all that. Can't get to Fairy Down yet. But someday. Okay. Binding, sure. They go after the token. They leave us with a draw power off the announcement, potentially. They have 24 cards left, so we could win off a Jace mill plan. Trample Indestructible. Okay, that's okay. We still got the Emperor. They tap out, basically, right? Yeah. No blocks. Alright, let's try this. I think they're all tapped out here. Indestructible is not hexproof. They scoop. Let's go. Oh, yeah. That's a good one right there. Going toe-to-toe with 5-color Atraxa. We survived, what, 2 or 3 Atraxas plus the Atali. I'm down. That was a good game. I keep that. On the draw, this looks okay. We'll keep this. Mono blue. That's scary. Okay. They eye our land. They touch it. Rock your face. That seems very inappropriate. I don't know what that means, but does not seem particularly kind. Moment of truth. All right, running the new tech. Okay, the game is afoot. We got nothing for 2. Voltage Surge, basically a dead card in this matchup. Yep. So we need something juicy to stick. Either Celestis or Jace. Let's see if they just tap out. There's no way they will. Ah, that's okay. I mean, let's just do something this turn. Can always double Voltage Surge. Don't think we slam the Celestis. I think we wait till turn 5 to try a Celestis or a cheap Jace. We can Union on their turn. Thirst now. Okay. Alright. It's not looking great. Been a Consider and an Impulse. They're playing both Impulse and Moment of Truth. Here comes the Jhin. Okay, if we're going to Union, let's do it now. Other option is double Voltage Surge. That's not great either. Just allows us to resolve the Celestis. It's a 6/4. I think we'll just Union here. It's not great. We do get 7 life, which buys us maybe a turn. And we'll have a couple Emperors for them to work through, but ultimately it's going to be tough. No point in Celesticing. Okay. So you can either Emperor or double Voltage Surge here. Double Voltage Surge is okay, because it survives Make Disappear. So let's go for that. Here comes round 1. Submit 0. They read it. It's only 2 damage. You don't have to be scared yet. You can let 1 more resolve before you do anything. They're thinking like they're going to do something here. They don't need to. They got time. Okay, so they need a Hard Negate or a Fading Hope or the +1 Phase Out spell. So we'll see what they got. They got something, but we'll see what it is. But Make Disappear alone will not do it. Fading Hope would be great. Slow them down for a bit. Slip. Alright, so they have the Phase Out. We do get to dodge some damage. They still have 4 mana open. I believe the passive effect is off now, though, which is good for us. Alright, so this turn's either Celestis or Jace. Jace just dies immediately, so Celestis is maybe better. Or we do nothing and Wandering Emperor, which is probably even better. We need 1 more land, though. Maybe it's just Celestis this turn. Or Jace into draw. Jace isn't awful. It buys us a turn, and they have to answer it. Celestis guarantees we hit the land for the Emperor, though. So we'll do it that way. That way the Emperor can play through Make Disappear. Alright, it is an expensive hard counter. You got it. That's a lot of land. Eat 9, though. So now we're hoping we top deck the land so the Emperor can get through Make Disappear. We do. That's huge. Gives us a chance. Want them to spend mana on their turn. They thirst now. We could go for it now. Who knows what's in that hand? I think we go for it now. Only 2 cards left. One of them has to be a counter, can't be a Make Disappear. Let's go for it. It's got to be Negate or Fading Hope or another Slip out the back. Or just hard counter. Looks like they run Dissipate. Okay, auto pay. Is that the last one another Make Disappear? No? Exile target tapped creature. Wow. Nice. Okay, we're in this game now. They get to draw 3. But we're on the board finally. So yeah, reason to do that there is that they had 3 cards in hand. They played once, only had 2 left. So they only had 2 chances to possibly have some interaction. So I decided that this was our window to go for it. Otherwise, they get the draw off. They get 3 fresh cards. You know, one of those is possibly, likely, a counter that could stop us. So here comes the next Jhin. We're not out of it yet. $36 cards, by the way. So -5 mils for 15. We're still a while away from that. I think we plus onto nothing. And try the next Emperor here. So we plus because minusing is useless. 2/2 doesn't do anything. And now they have to answer the Emperor, because if they just go face, then we -2 the Emperor. Moment of truth, yeah. They're getting close to just a lethal shot here. Flow of Knowledge hits the bin. Okay, that's scary. You think they might want to keep that one. 33 cards left. We're still far away from Jace win. Flow of Knowledge. Yeah, it's spooky. Okay, so they might force us into an Emperor here. If they can get those last 3 cards in the graveyard. I guess they get Moment of Truth for 1 to get 2 in the graveyard and then something else. to try to get up to 16 power. It's 14. Yeah, they could definitely get to 16. Then we'll be forced into the Emperor, though. They have a land. All right, they could win this turn. We'll see. Moment of Truth. All right, that's going to get them all the way up to 16 power. So they're shooting for lethal here. So we'll be forced into the Emperor. Then they'll have 6 cards in hand and 2 mana to go for the counter. So I think we probably lost here, but we took our window and made the best of it. 2 blockers. Yeah, here we go. Fingers crossed. Low probability. 6 cards in hand. And they can even play a 3 mana hard counter. Like, whatever it is. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to scoop. Here comes the scoop. Negate. Yeah, with scoop. That's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. This is not a good opening hand versus them, and whatever. It's fine. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.